it's the third object discovered from outside the solar system that is heading our way.
In 2004, scientists briefly calculated a 2.7% chance the asteroid Apophis would hit Earth. That tiny number was enough to trigger global alerts. Now, Elon Musk has come forward with a warning that makes Apophis look like a joke. He's citing SpaceX data on interstellar Object 3I Atlas, which is actively maneuvering. His calculation? A 12% probability of impact, nearly 4 times higher than Apophis. This isn't a rock. It's something that is changing its own path, and it's heading our way. SpaceX versus NASA. The warning. Elon Musk just sent shockwaves across the globe. In a series of posts that went viral almost instantly, the head of SpaceX, a man with access to some of the most advanced private tracking systems on the planet and direct lines to NASA, revealed something terrifying. He claims the space agency is hiding a crucial truth about the interstellar Object 3I Atlas. Its trajectory has changed. According to Musk, this isn't a guess. It's based on cold, hard data from SpaceX's own tracking network. The mysterious object, which came from deep space, is no longer on a safe flyby path. You see, it's now on a trajectory that brings it dangerously close to Earth's own orbit. Musk didn't mince words. He claims there is a non-zero and increasing probability of impact. And the timeline? A terrifyingly short window opening in approximately 28 days. The thing nobody tells you is that NASA's official stance is that there is no imminent risk. But Musk is claiming they know, and they're not telling the public because they don't want a global panic. He argues that people deserve to know what's coming. To back this up, he released a trove of SpaceX tracking data. This data allegedly shows Atlas making 23 systematic course corrections over the past 6 weeks. These aren't random wobbles from outgassing like a comet. These are deliberate, calculated maneuvers, small velocity changes of a few hundred miles per hour that have cumulatively altered its path by millions of miles. Originally, Atlas was set to pass Earth at a very safe distance of about 8 million miles. But after these adjustments, its new closest approach is calculated at just 180,000 miles. That is closer than our own moon, which orbits at about 239,000 miles. It's a staggering change, slashing the flyby distance by over 97%. To put it mildly, that's cutting it dangerously close. A SpaceX engineer who supposedly worked on the analysis was quoted saying, "When you see systematic course corrections that progressively reduce closest approach distance, that's not random navigation, that's targeting behavior." Musk's warning goes even deeper. He identified that 28-day window where Atlas's projected path intersects with Earth's. Even more shocking, the SpaceX data allegedly shows Atlas is accelerating at specific intervals using gravitational assist from other planets to change its path with minimal fuel. This is sophisticated orbital mechanics, exactly what mission planners at NASA do to send probes across the solar system. But the biggest wow factor is this. Musk claims Atlas's speed relative to Earth is decreasing. It appears to be actively braking. Think about that. Objects flying by on a cosmic path should accelerate as they get closer due to gravity. By braking, Atlas is signaling it's not just flying by, it might be trying to match our orbital speed, a move that would be necessary for either a stable orbit or a much more controlled, slower speed intercept. Musk's final bombshell was a number, 12%. He assessed a 12% probability of an actual impact based on its current maneuvering patterns. While that might sound low in planetary defense, anything over 1% is a catastrophe-level threat. For comparison, when the asteroid Apophis was briefly given a 2.7% chance of impact back in 2004, it triggered international emergency tracking protocols. Governments scrambled. This is nearly 4 times more serious. And the object of concern isn't a dumb rock, it's an object that is intelligently navigating. Yet NASA remains quiet. Musk's warning didn't just point out the problem, he announced that SpaceX is already designing the solution. But how do you stop something that can dodge? Project Rapid Response. When someone who literally builds spacecraft for a living starts talking about planetary defense, it's time to pay attention. Musk announced that SpaceX is already working on emergency response options. The scope of what he's proposing shows just how serious he thinks this threat is. He even released preliminary designs. They show modified Starship spacecraft being equipped for what are basically the 2 main ways to deflect an incoming object: a kinetic impactor, or a nuclear detonation. The first option, the kinetic impactor, is a simple brute force idea. You slam a heavy, fast-moving spacecraft directly into Atlas to push it off course. NASA already proved this concept works with its DART mission, which successfully hit the small asteroid moonlet Dimorphos. But what many overlooked is that Atlas presents a problem DART's target didn't. DART's target was a predictable, non-maneuvering object. Atlas, on the other hand, is much larger, estimated to be about 2,600 feet across. And second, and most important, it's maneuvering. A SpaceX mission planner explained the difficulty. We're basically trying to design a mission to intercept something that has superior propulsion. It's like trying to ram a fighter jet with a slower aircraft. Even if we get close, Atlas could simply accelerate or change course to avoid impact. Hitting a target that can hit back or at least dodge is exponentially harder. The second option is far more controversial, the nuclear option. This plan involves detonating a nuclear warhead near Atlas. The intense radiation would vaporize part of its surface, creating a massive plume of gas that acts like a rocket engine, pushing the object onto a new, safer path. This is much more powerful, but it's fraught with problems. For one, it violates international treaties that ban putting nuclear weapons in space. Musk's reported response was blunt. Treaties are written for normal circumstances. Better to violate the agreements than watch a city get obliterated because we were worried about paperwork. There's also the problem of the unknown. We don't know what Atlas is made of. What if it's not a solid body? What if it's a rubble pile that fragments into multiple city-ending threats? But there's a third, more elegant idea, a gravity tractor. This would involve sending multiple starships to fly alongside Atlas. They wouldn't touch it. Instead, they would use their own tiny gravitational pull combined to gently tug the object over days or weeks, slowly pulling it off its collision course. This is the gentlest method, but it has two major flaws. It takes a lot of time, and it assumes Atlas doesn't just drive away. The most incredible claim from SpaceX is their timeline. They believe they could launch the first modification mission in just 12 to 14 days. That's lightning fast, leveraging Starship's potential for rapid reuse, but with a 28-day window that leaves almost no room for error. This has all created a massive firestorm, splitting the scientific community and NASA right down the middle. The world is now forced to ask, who is telling the truth? The alarmist or the savior? Musk's public warnings have put NASA in an impossible position. The tension between the private space company and the government agency has exploded into the open. NASA's official response has been, to put it mildly, very careful. Their statement said they continue to monitor 3I Atlas and that current trajectory assessments do not indicate imminent collision risk. They ended by urging caution about trajectory predictions from non-peer-reviewed sources. That is polite. Government speak for Musk is wrong and is causing a panic. But here's the catch. Notice what NASA didn't say. They didn't provide their own trajectory data. They didn't explain why SpaceX's calculations would be wrong. They didn't address the 23 specific course corrections. Their response was a dismissal, not a refutation. A former NASA administrator, speaking anonymously, explained the problem. NASA can't openly contradict Musk without also revealing classified tracking data, which might, in fact, confirm some of his concerns. They are in a bind, hoping Musk backs down or the public loses interest. Musk, however, has not backed down. He's escalated, framing this as a transparency issue. He claims the public has a right to know about potential threats, even if that information causes concern. This has split scientists into two camps. In the first camp, many support NASA. They note that Musk has a history of dramatic statements. They argue that while SpaceX's tracking is good, it's not the same as NASA's global deep space network, which has decades of experience. One planetary scientist argued, Musk is an engineer, not an astronomer. He may be out of his depth on trajectory prediction for complex objects like Atlas. But many other scientists are defending Musk. They point out that SpaceX's capabilities are real and advanced. They also point to history where government agencies have often downplayed risks to avoid panic until a threat becomes undeniable. A space policy researcher described it perfectly. We are watching a historic shift. For decades, government agencies had a monopoly on tracking these risks. Now, private companies have equivalent or superior capabilities. It's not just SpaceX. Companies like Blue Origin and a whole network of private satellite operators and university-led sky surveys have their own data. The old model of a single source of truth is breaking down right when we need it most. And the thing is, independent trackers are starting to break the tie. They're not siding with NASA. Steering with intent. While NASA and Musk battle for public trust, independent observatories around the world have been pointing their own telescopes at 3i Atlas. And what they're finding is chilling. They have confirmed that the object is making course corrections. The existence of these maneuvers is no longer in dispute. University observatories have independently confirmed at least 18 of the 23 corrections Musk cited. The core of Musk's claim that Atlas is actively steering itself closer to Earth. This confirmation, however, doesn't solve the mystery. It deepens it. It creates a terrifying paradox. If Atlas has a propulsion system powerful and precise enough to steer itself across millions of miles to target Earth, it logically also has the propulsion to easily steer away from Earth. This means one of two things. Either the collision course is a total accident, an advanced interstellar object that navigated deep space only to crash because of poor steering, or the collision is deliberate. Think about that. Why would an advanced object capable of interstellar travel accidentally hit us? It makes no logical sense. This leaves a terrifying middle ground. Either NASA is right and it's not a threat, or the collision trajectory is intentional. And if it's intentional, we can't predict it without understanding its motives. Is this a warning shot? A test of our defenses? Or is it pure, cold hostility? This opens up scenarios far darker than a simple asteroid impact. Musk himself posted about this. What if the collision is deliberate and Atlas has ways to maximize the damage? An object with guidance could, in theory, steer itself toward high population areas rather than hitting a random spot in the ocean. Musk wrote, "If Atlas has pure hostile intent, we're not just facing an asteroid impact. We're facing a precisely targeted kinetic weapon. The difference is hundreds of millions of lives. But there is one more possibility. One that Musk mentioned, and it might be the most wow factor of all. What if Atlas doesn't plan to hit us? What if it plans to stop? That braking maneuver that SpaceX detected could be the key. An object with this much propulsion could, in theory, decelerate enough to insert itself into Earth's orbit. That scenario wouldn't be an impact, it would be first contact. And that, in many ways, is a more civilization-altering event than a collision. This forces us to look at the man who started this all, Elon Musk. The final uncomfortable truth. As the 28-day countdown ticks away, we have to face what an impact would actually look like. Atlas is estimated to be about 2,600 feet or half a mile wide. An object that size, even after braking, would release energy equal to thousands of nuclear weapons. The object that was implicated in the end of the dinosaurs was about 6 miles across. Atlas is smaller, but it's still big enough to cause devastation on a continental scale. An impact would create a crater 9 to 12 miles wide. The immediate blast would obliterate everything within a 180-mile radius. But the immediate blast isn't the only problem. The wow factor here is the secondary effect. Such an impact would throw billions of tons of dust and debris into the atmosphere, blanketing the planet and blocking out the sun. This would trigger a cosmic winter, causing global temperatures to plummet and crops to fail worldwide. It wouldn't be an instant end, but it would be a slow-moving catastrophe for billions. This is the fear Musk is tapping into, and he's used it to reinforce his ultimate argument. Humanity must become a multi-planetary species. He stated bluntly, Atlas, whether it hits us or not, proves we're sitting ducks. A sufficiently advanced threat could wipe us out. Mars colony means human consciousness survives. Critics, of course, say Musk is just being opportunistic. They claim he is using the Atlas fear to promote his business. A space policy critic said, we should consider his financial motivations when evaluating his scientific claims. What do you think is the truth? Is Musk warning us about a real threat, or is he pushing his own agenda? Are we facing a catastrophe, or are we about to meet our new neighbors? Let us know your thoughts below, and make sure to like and subscribe, because when that 28-day window opens, you'll want to know what happens next.